2020 to 2021 has become a very fruitful one. It's about time to see that sacrifices are being paid off by the students who made it until this very moment of recognition, and of course to the parents who unconditionally sacrifice for their beloved children. This is a confirmation of a life already lived, a proclamation and celebration of life, and most of all, a response call to continue that life by sharing the fulfillment of their dream. This is also the moment to mark the beginning of new journeys to travel and widen horizons to discover.
These long years have brought them victories despite the trials and difficulties along the way. There were inspirations and encouragements, failures and shortcomings. However, because of their burning courage and perseverance, coupled with the selfless concern and sacrifices of their loved ones, their loving parents, guardians, the school administration, faculty, and staff, they finally made it to this long-awaited graduation day. It entails that they have been in a long journey and now ready to bridge the gap of this ever-changing world in which the global commodity needs future makers who can cope with the demanding and transforming society that we actually belong.
Which means that here at La Salle of Ramon Incorporated, we value our intellectual, behavioral, and even sports capital and nurture it through a perfect blend of traditional as well as contemporary ways and means for the comprehensive development of students' personality. And this goes to show that each product of this institution could easily cope up with the challenges and the fast-changing world might offer once they step up from the portals of their alma mater.
This is the occasion to celebrate the achievements of the past and the promises of the future. And so today we celebrate the second virtual commencement exercises of our senior high school department with the theme, "Be home, for I am with you always." We gladly welcome everyone.
And so to formally begin, may we feel the presence of the Lord through a prayer. Sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Nagmamahal naming Diyos, hawak mo ang buhay, pagkilos at pag-iral ng bawat tao. Mula sa iyo ang lahat ng pagpapala. Nagpapasalamat kami at pinupuri ka namin. Salamat sa inihandog mo sa aming mga mag-aaral. Basbasan mo sila sa kanilang pagtatapos sa araw na ito. Bigyan mo kami ng lakas ng loob at tapang na maituring ang bawat araw bilang isang panibagong pagsisimula. Naway makilala namin sa buong ng aming mga mag-aaral ang isang totoong Diyos at sa Jesucristo na iyong anak. Nawa ang banal na Espiritu ay tulungan silang lumaki sa pananampalataya, pag-asa at pag-ibig upang maaari nilang malaman ang kapayapaan, katotohanan at kabutihan. Nawa ang tinig mo ay marinig ng kanilang mga tainga. Nawa ang makita ng kanilang mga mata ang iyong presensya sa lahat ng iyong nilikha. Nawa ipahayag ng kanilang mga labi ang iyong salita. Nawa ang kanilang mga puso ay panahanan ng iyong kabanalan. Nawa ang kanilang mga kamay ay mapagkawang gawa. Nawa ang kanilang mga paa ay tahakin ang landas ni Jesucristo, ang iyong anak at ang aming Panginoon. Minamahal naming Birhen ng Lazaret, ipinagkakatiwala namin ang aming sarili at ang lahat ng aming mga mag-aaral sa iyong makainang paglingap at pagkakandili. Hinihiling namin ito ngayon at magpakailanman. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.
With pride and dignity, let us sing the Philippine National Anthem.
ilanganan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyagan ang magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisingil, sa dagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tulad, awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang islang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan ang ay di magtitindig. Luman ang araw ng walhating pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty, staff, and school administration of La Salette of Ramon Incorporated for the school year 2020 to 2021.
Mr. Philip John Abila, Language Coordinator.
Mr. Benjo Balanag, Guidance Coordinator and RVE Teacher.
Mr. Fitzgerald Baybado, Science Teacher and Computer Teacher.
Mr. Noel Christian Biag, Social Science Teacher.
Mrs. Milrose Wadilia, Filipino Teacher.
Miss Eloisa May Bugawan, Science Teacher.
Miss Anarain De Leon, English Teacher.
Miss Rhea Lynn de los Reyes, English Teacher.
Mrs. Nimpa Espiritu, English Teacher and Grade 3 Charity Advisor.
Mr. Jo Chris Evangelista, TLE Teacher.
Mrs. Julie Pearl Fernandez, Campus Ministry Coordinator, RVE and Math Teacher.
Mr. Thomas B. Fernandez Jr., Math Psycom Coordinator and Mathematics Teacher.
Mr. Von Gabayan, IT Administrator and Computer Teacher.
Mr. Gregorio Garcia, School Registrar and Mathematics Teacher.
Miss Marilyn Havillonar, Grade 1 Faith Advisor.
Miss Kathleen Joanna Rose Laip, School Nurse and Science Teacher.
Mrs. Grace Martin, School Cashier.
Miss Daisylyn Montano, Mathematics Teacher.
Miss Jenny Perez, Math Teacher.
Miss Laika Eunice Ragual, Kindergarten 2 Peace Advisor.
Mrs. Jeza May Raluta, Computer Teacher.
Miss Rachel Yvonne Rhea, Grade 5 Prudence Advisor.
Mr. Jenrick Rivera, Grade 4 Temperance Advisor.
Mr. Sofronio Rivera, Social Science Teacher.
Miss Harriet Abigail Sacco, School Librarian and Social Science Teacher.
Mrs. Olivia Sacro, School Accountant and ABM 1 and 2 Teacher.
Mrs. Cherry Osu, Grade 2 Justice Advisor.
Mrs. Jovelyn Umbrero, MAPE, TLE, AP Coordinator and Grade 6 Fortitude Advisor.
Mr. Bernardo Natividad Jr., Property Custodian and Physical Plan Coordinator. Reverend Father Vincent Ulep Clemente MS, Campus Ministry Animator.
Mr. Efren Florida and Mr. Jordan Ray Santos, School Maintenance. Mrs. Monica T. Martin, School Principal.
Reverend Father Constantine Idanuk MS, School Director.
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, may I now call on the advisor of Grade 12 San Lorenzo Ruiz, Ms. Daisylyn D. Montano, for the presentation of candidates for graduation for the school year 2020 to 2021. Thereafter, the certification of completion and confirmation of graduation by our beloved school principal, Mrs. Monica T. Martin, and our very own school director, Reverend Father Constante D. Danug, M.S.
I have the honor to present to you the candidates for graduation of Lazaret of Ramon Senior High School Department for this school year 2020-2021, composed of 31 males and 27 females, with a total of 58 students. I hereby petition the Office of the Principal to certify the completion of the requirements of these candidates.
After careful scrutiny of the requirements submitted in my office, I have found that you have completed the requirements for graduation. I, Monica T. Martin, Principal of Lazaret of Ramon, therefore certify that these 58 candidates for graduation have fully satisfied the requirements prescribed by the department. Father Director, they now await your confirmation.
By the authority vested in me as Director by the Board of Trustees of Lazaret of Ramon Incorporated and as the official representative of the Department of Education, and after due certification by the Principal that you have completed the basic requirements prescribed by the Department of Education under the Basic Education Curriculum, I now confirm you senior high school graduates of Lazaret of Ramon for school year 2020-2021. Congratulations.
At this juncture, may we call on Mr. Tomas B. Fernandez, Math Psychem Coordinator, to introduce to us this year's guest speaker.
To our dearest and dedicated school director, Reverend Father Constante D. Danug, M.S., and our very own school principal, Mrs. Monica T. Martin, beloved juniors and seniors, commentors and parents, a pleasant and peaceful day to everyone. This task of introducing our guest of honor and speaker for this year's commencement exercises is a great privilege. I know this one is difficult, but the thought that he is a man of virtue and simplicity, I feel elated to introduce him to everyone. After all, he is a living inspiration to our Salesian students. If one takes a closer look at the transformation of the achieving person, two distinct virtues pop up. Besides perseverance and hard work, these are pioneering spirit and willingness. Our guest of honor and speaker was born in Oscaris, Ramon, Isabela, and is married to Miss Shera Cordillera G. Legaspi. With their marriage, they were blessed with 3 loving daughters. He is also the living idiom of a man who happened to be born at the right time and at the right place. Coupled with an impressive background, it was not therefore surprising that he became a devoted public servant. He had become the person he is now because of the virtues and values that was developed and nurtured in him during his education. In 1991, he finished his secondary education at Lazaret of Ramon Incorporated. In 2007, he completed his Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering at University of Lazaret. To enrich his educational competence, he took Masters in Public Administration at Isabela State University, Itiagi campus, and graduated in 2019. At present, he is taking his Masters in Agriculture and Biosystems Engineering at Isabela State University, Itiagi campus. As a public servant, he was appointed as a supervising engineer of flood forecasting and instrumentation section of Nia Maris Dam and Reservoir Division. With his dedication and hard work, he was promoted as principal engineer
in 2020. In the same year, he was appointed as an acting division manager of Miga Marisdam and Reservoir Division. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I feel very proud to present to you our guest of honor and speaker for this year's second virtual commencement exercises, Engineer Carlos Siablan, MPA.
Graduates, family members, and staff. It is such a pleasure to share the intensity of emotions as you are graduating close to this chapter of your life story. Dear co-parents, you are probably organ as you marvel out your sons and daughters' accomplishment. It doesn't mean that long ago when these young adults we honor today were toddling off to start kindergarten. Living between those years between kindergarten and graduation may seem like eternity for the students and of course for some parents as well. You are the class of 2021. You are graduating in this year of pandemic, a time in our history when our world is dealing with enormous challenges, but at a time when the opportunities created by those challenges have never been greater. My graduates, born and educated in a technological world that was only found in science fiction stories when many of us parents were in school. So we're in our times, alis maglakad kami papuntang school, unlike you that time before the pandemic. Hatid sundo ng mga magulang, may kanya-kanyang service papuntang school. But that wasn't the point. Technology, which is napaka-rare noon. Even internet, wala kaming internet, wala kaming cellphones. But look, tingnan nyo kung ano kami ngayon. Look at your parents now. Sa inyong mga magulang na lang, makikita nyo kung gaano sila ka-persevere para makatapos lang kayo. Yun lang yung alam namin as magulang na maibigay sa inyo na may papamana, the education. So it is the technology you have. You read and watch news online through YouTube. You Twitter and tweet. You post on Instagram and Facebook. Please make use of the technology in its positive side. Napakadaming matututunan sa YouTube na lang, and even reading materials. Nandun na lahat at your own doorsteps, at your own pace, kung gusto nyo talaga matuto. Sa YouTube napakarami, and even those reading materials are available all throughout the World Wide Web. Nasa inyo na. But be sure to make use of it intelligently, at sana yung focus is nandun that where you are interested into. So this is the start. Marami sa inyo ang hindi pa nakapag-decide kung ano yung kukunin with the college degree maybe. Some of you are still on the brink, on the edge of thinking kung ano nga talaga yung gusto nila and kung ano nga ba talaga yung career na tutungin after this graduation. You are the new generation, the so-called Generation Z, that will take technology of today to more new and dizzying dimensions. So you are the ones who will bring solution to the environmental concerns, especially for the global warming, conservation of natural resources, and etc. Just like mine, I don't even imagine na dito ako mapupunta. I don't even imagine na ito yung magiging career. Since at the first place before graduation, I decided to become a computer engineer, but napaka-rare ng opportunity that time since Metro Manila lang within Metro Manila universities lang nag-offer ng computer engineering. sad thing, napag-enroll ako ng architecture for the first year, and then I cannot draw bit. I cannot even make my own image caricature. Maybe I can, but with that I shifted to civil engineering at the Tarlac State University. I graduated actually from this high school, my alma mater, La Salette of Ramon High School. And then with that, I shifted to civil engineering, Tarlac State University as well. And then with that second year, I was into brotherhood, fraternities. I became Alpha Kappa Rho, then the Tau Gamma, etc. So those years, well, I remember that I have no plan yet since nasa second year college na ako nun. I don't know where I am now, with where I am then, come what may. And then with such intuition, I am actually searching for the La Salette spirit. That when I came back to the University of La Salette, Santiago, I re-enrolled for Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering that time. And with those years, again struggling with financial problems, emotional, psychological, and then etc. I got actually fourth year college. I eloped with my wife now. Since then, we started a family. But with those experiences, I started working at our farm with my brother, but with the difficulty in getting those difficulty in maintaining our farm, I again managed to re-enroll in our university, University of La Salette, with the same bachelor, BSc. I graduated. I re-enrolled 29. I think I was 29 years old then. Then I graduated and passed my board exam. 34 years old. I am 34 years old at the time, and had my 3 kids, and even my eldest daughter graduated from elementary that time. So that was my struggle with my studies. I can't even imagine where am I now. That doesn't even takes place when I was studying. My focus that time was my focus when I was a student actually for the constructing a skyscraper, etc. But sad thing, I didn't pursue those dreams. I am now with the National Irrigation Administration as the acting division manager for the Town and Reservoir Division. If I am to assess myself, I am coming with the highest honors in my performance. With that experiences, I even represented our agency in the Senate hearings, the Congress, and even to the regional committees. The quadrangle, the North Quadrangle Committee for the lower house. So with those, I am appealing. nakarating ako dito with such positive attitude, with such perseverance, and with such focus. Sino nga naman mag-aakala sa napaka-average o sa average student na katulad ko na makakarating dito sa posisyon ito? So I am expressing this positive attitude integrates to show the world our true self, which incorporate the willingness to be your own true self and in fierce willingness to believe in yourself. Someone among you may find a cure for cancer and other diseases. Today, you are poised to start a new chapter of your life story na sana inaasahan ko na maging mas makabuluhan kaysa sa amin. So, as been said by our national hero, Dr. Daisylyn, na kayo nga ang kabataan na pag-asa ng bayan. Sana mayroon pang pag-asang nakikita sa inyo ngayon. This pandemic will end soon. We just need to keep our faith in Him. Good luck, my dear graduates, and congratulations.
May I now call on Miss Daisylyn Montano, the class advisor of Grade 12 San Lorenzo Ruiz, to announce the academic achievers and special awards of this year's graduating class.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my immense pleasure to present to you the graduates for this academic year 2020-2021. Alcantara John Michael Fernandez, son of Mr. and Mrs. Nathaniel Alcantara of Bugalion Norte, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Andres R.J. Linaban, son of Staff Sergeant and Mrs. Reginald Andres of Burgos, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Apigo Marquini J. Raluta, son of Mr. and Mrs. Roland S. Apigo of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Asuncion Andre William Topino, son of Mr. and Mrs. Marjorie T. Asuncion of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Loyalty Award. Bascos Gian Andre Campos, son of Mr. and Mrs. Marklen Bascos of Santiago City, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Bautista John Aaron Alcantara, son of Mrs. Marife A. Bautista of Bugalion Norte, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers and Outstanding Performance in Athletics. Cabalbag Angelo Marvi Bernabe, son of Mr. and Mrs. Virgilio T. Cabalbag of Bugalion Norte, Ramon Isabela. Casil Kenneth Gwen Lulukisen, son of Mr. and Mrs. Raquel Casil of San Sebastian, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Katiling Charles Philip Valdez, son of Mr. and Mrs. Charles L. Katiling of Pocha, Alfonso Lista, Ifugao, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Cristobal Riquison Jr. Flores, son of Mr. and Mrs. Riquison Cristobal Sr. of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Domingo Paul Derrick Calibuso, son of Mrs. Pevi Calibuso of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela. Garcia Luis Armand Padua, son of Engineer and Mrs. Armando S. Garcia of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Loyalty Award. Gomez Lord Allen Balancio, son of Mr. and Mrs. Edson P. Gomez of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Julian Jezreel Amtalao, son of Mr. and Mrs. Elorde A. Julian of Pocha, Alfonso Lista, Ifugao. Kimayong Aljo Ragus, son of Mr. and Mrs. Andrew D. Kimayong of Pocha, Alfonso Lista, Ifugao, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Leadership Award. Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Communication Arts, Outstanding Performance in Science, Outstanding Performance in TLE, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Ladaran John Mark Macaraeg, son of Mr. and Mrs. Leonardo Ladaran Jr. of Nia Ambatali, Ramon, Isabela. Martin John Wilbert Bagawisan, son of Mr. and Mrs. Wilfredo Martin of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela. Padua Jeric Brian Soriano, son of Mr. and Mrs. Sonia S. Padua of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers and Outstanding Performance in Athletics. Padua Yuri Andre Cristobal, son of Mr. and Mrs. Arturo F. Padua of Pugalion Norte, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Communication Arts, Outstanding Performance in Science, Outstanding Performance in Mathematics, Outstanding Performance in Social Science, Outstanding Performance in TLE, Outstanding Performance in Computer, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Parinas Mac Vernie Miguel, son of Mrs. Mylen Parinas of San Marcos, San Mateo, Isabela. Pascua Mark Lloyd Ecraela, son of Mr. and Mrs. Mar Pascua of Rizal, Santiago City, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Patricio L.J. Gwen Gallardo, son of Miss Elvira R. Gallardo of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Pimpil Andre Jade Aquino, son of Mr. and Mrs. Emiliano T. Pimpil of Bugalion Norte, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Ponchao Rene Ogasna, son of Mrs. Gina Ogasna of Bugalion Norte, Ramon, Isabela. Ragual Charles Rafael Tulayaw, son of Mr. and Mrs. Lauro B. Ragual of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers, Outstanding Performance in Arts, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Sahilan John Patrick Mendoza, son of Mr. and Mrs. Leonardo Sahilan of San Miguel, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Sales Hanson Mendoza, son of Mrs. Gina Sales of San Miguel, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Sarmiento Mico Ray Castañeto, son of Mr. and Mrs. Raymond Sarmiento of Pugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Teruel David Paul de la Cruz, son of Mr. and Mrs. Rubilin Teruel of Ranyag, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Urbano Charles Leofel Aquino, son of Mr. and Mrs. Marie Urbano of San Miguel, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Zonza Niño Serge de la Cruz, son of Mr. and Mrs. Maricel C. Zonza of Ranyag, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Abrenica Robelin Idos, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ruben Abrenica of Ranyag, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors. Aganon Roan Kems Castro, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Roderick U. Aganon of San Miguel, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors. Agpawa Leanne Mariel, daughter of Mrs. Lilia Maria Teresa Bumanglag of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Arts, and Outstanding Performance in Research. Agustin Stephanie Joy Garcia, daughter of Mrs. Emily G. Agustin of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Deportment Award, Leadership Award, Loyalty Award, Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Communication Arts, Outstanding Performance in Mathematics, Outstanding Performance in Social Science, Outstanding Performance in TLE, Outstanding Performance in Computer, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Baltasar Altea May Sasi, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Rolando G. Baltasar of Bugalion Norte, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors, Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Mathematics, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Baracao Mika Joanna Valiente, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Frederick N. Baracao of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Baroga Leslie May Fanyo, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Bienvenido B. Baroga Jr. of Santo Domingo Alfonso Lista, Ifugao, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors. Von Francine Marquez, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Francisco Bon of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Bugawan Maria Lisel Bonita, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eliseo M. Bugawan of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Kabakungan Karil Gabatin, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Kabakungan of Bugalion Norte, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Caguay Siverly Marcos, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Saturnino S. Caguay of Bugalion Proper, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Castañeda Jessica Tapis, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ronaldo Castañeda of Planas, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Castañeda Trixie Tapis, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ruby Castañeda of Planas, Ramon, Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Communication Arts, Outstanding Performance in Science, Outstanding Performance in Mathematics, Outstanding Performance in Social Science, Outstanding Performance in TLE, Outstanding Performance in Computer, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Collado Jennifer Marcelo, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Betty Collado of Pagrangayan, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors. Corpus Clarice Cayapan, daughter of Mr. Orlando Corpus of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Cuyo Ruhani Geranium Liana, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eduardo D. Cuyo of Bugalion Norte, Ramon Isabela. Eustaquio Ellen Rose Moralia, daughter of Police Superintendent and Mrs. Esteban Eustaquio of Pagrangayan, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors. Galiom Jemery Bahas, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jessie Galiom of Planas, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors. Liklik Angela Jade Sales, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Alan Liklik of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors, Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Padua Rosenia Baliton, daughter of Mr. Robert C. Padua of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Pantaleon Pretty Jane Flores, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Eddie Pantaleon of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Parinas K. Ansungahed, daughter of Mrs. Sheila Marie Farinas of Nagbakalan, Ramon Isabela. Pasco Lady Amor Delphine, daughter of retired Master Sergeant and Mrs. Perfecto Pasco of General Aguinaldo, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with High Honors, Leadership Award, Outstanding Performance in Arts, Outstanding Performance in Science, Outstanding Performance in Social Science, Outstanding Performance in Research, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Quiñones Angel Calibuso, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Lovella Ann C. Quiñones of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors and Outstanding Performance in Arts. Season Christine Joy Gragasin, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Adelisa G. Season of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers, Outstanding Performance in Arts, and Outstanding Performance in Immersion. Valentino Maria Altea Nicole de Castro, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Marvel Valentino of Purok Nibulan, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence Achievers. Valeros Fatima Kyle Antonio, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Karen Valeros of Bugalion Proper, Ramon Isabela, recipient of Academic Excellence with Honors. And there you have it, the graduates for the academic year 2020-2021. Congratulations!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to present to you this year's Academic Excellence Awardee with High Honors, Mr. Yuri Andre Cristobal Padua, as he delivers his message of gratitude on behalf of grade 12 graduates.
Let me take you back as to what made our story different. How are we different? Well, there could be a lot of apparent factors, but what really made this batch different is how we chose to become survivors. We were the student pioneers who chose to break barriers made of chunks of unanticipated misfortunes. With the sudden change of our learning modalities, catalyzed by this prolonged pandemic, we have made a choice to survive. Although limited, we were optimized. A pleasant day to all of you. It is without a doubt that this academic year is unlike anything
we've ever experienced before. Our usual activities and interactions have been thrown into disarray by this global outbreak. Everyone was gravely affected, and I am pretty sure that it was not how we envisioned our last year of high school would be. But that doesn't make it any less special, as it is definitely an experience and a memory that we will never ever forget. We were like those floras laid across the top desert. We were once dormant seeds who made their way to the surface and bloomed despite the scarcity thereof. Well, this trait is apparent to living beings as well. We have this tendency to adjust to our new environment in order for us to survive. In biology, we call it adaptation. We are survivors who consistently adapt and move forward even when faced with hurdles. And now that the seeds of our determination have borne fruit, we have fully grown into those lush flowers in this scourging and challenging desert. It humbles me to see that we all stood out and made our way into the surface, and we are now with me watching this very virtual ceremony. We couldn't have made it this far without the people who loved and supported us all throughout this journey. So, let me take this opportunity to thank the people who helped us get to where we are today. To our school administrators and teachers who struggled and dreamed with us, we cannot thank you enough for your immense love, hard work, and passion, especially for your dedication to adapt in our circumstances nowadays. With your outstanding efforts, we were able to become the survivors that we are. Thank you for enthusiastically connecting the dots to plot the true shape of every student's potential. Your zeal, efforts, and sacrifices transcend even the barriers of distance and technology. And for that, we are beyond grateful. Of course, senior high school wouldn't have been this enjoyable if it weren't for our dear classmates. To my San Lorenzo Ruiz folks, it was an honor going through this journey with you. We cannot forget all the shared laughter, tears, and memories we created with each other, as much as I am grateful for the camaraderie we have shared online. I'm so honored to have met and worked with each and every one of you. You have my utmost admiration for the strength, bravery, and assiduity you have shown to get through these trying times. May the lessons that you have learned and the bonds that we've shared inspire you to cross oceans for your dreams. And I hope that we can continue to watch each other grow into the best versions of ourselves. To our alma mater, La Salette of Ramon, thank you for being our home for many years. Thank you for instilling in our minds the value of solidarity, stewardship, reverence, and excellence, all of which we will carry in our hearts wherever we may go. I hope that you will be as proud of us as we live up to the institution's vision of graduates that are responsible lifelong learners, have passion for excellence, service-oriented, living a God-centered life, and are in communion with others in building a better world. We are grateful to have you as our foundation and building blocks for the future. In every footstep that we take, we will always feel that we have this invisible string connecting us to each other. No matter the distance and how far that string unravels, as we go on different paths, I know that we will always remember and find our way back home to you. To our friends, relatives, most especially to our parents, who never once cast a shadow of a doubt in our abilities, you served as the wind beneath our wings. We are extremely grateful for your love and unending support. Thank you for all your sacrifices and endeavors with an aim to assist us in reaching our goals. You, being there in times of need, certainly helped us survive and move forward. Truly, we are blessed to have you in our lives. To my family, thank you for letting me grow without any pressure on what I will become, for never leaving my side through both my triumphs and tragedies, and for believing in me the most when I couldn't even believe in myself. Most importantly, let us give praise and glory to our Almighty Father for the gift of life, wisdom, and love. We are deeply grateful for another fruitful and successful school year filled with hope, joy, and learning. As amidst our current predicament, all of these awards and recognition, the credit goes to you. Today is really a milestone as we end the chapter of our high school lives and slowly begin to set forth a new and exciting journey, that is, college. I know that the future seems bleak and uncertain, but as the survivors that we are, we should continue to try our best to work passionately, to dream dauntlessly, and to dwell meaningfully. Here's hoping you'll never allow fear and criticism stop you from pursuing your passion, fulfilling your purpose, and setting this world on fire with your brilliant inner light. May we carry in our hearts the experiences we have shared and the virtues we have learned as reconcilers. As we continue to soar high to greater heights in our next adventure, we must not forget to spend our days purposefully, guided by the primordial Salentinian core values. My fellow graduates, I hope that your goals and aspirations will lead you to the corners of your smile, to the pinnacle of your hopes, to the doors of opportunities, and to the most special place your heart has ever known. May we all continue to break barriers and attain the fullness of life. A big congratulations to all of you. Good luck, and always be the flora that survives grandiosely. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I now call on Miss Stephanie Joy Garcia Agustin, this year's Academic Excellence Awardee with high honors, to lead the Pledge of Loyalty to the graduates.
In gratitude to everything that our alma mater has bequeathed us, we pledge our abiding loyalty, always mindful of the call of Christ to discipleship and the inspiration of Mother Mary and Daisylyn. So help us God.
May I now call on Mrs. Olivia N. Sacro for the acceptance of batch 2020 to 2021 graduates into the La Salette of Ramon Alumni Association.
On behalf of Mr. Joel Francis P. Ang, the current president of the La Salette of Ramon Alumni Association, I, Mrs. Olivia N. Sacro, the current secretary, do hereby accept you, batch 2020-2021 graduates as new members of the La Salette of Ramon Alumni Association. Congratulations!
Ladies and gentlemen, may we now call on Miss Daisylyn Montano, the Grade 12 San Lorenzo Ruiz Advisor, as she delivers her message to the graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to all. I am very honored to be the advisor of this year's graduating class, even though I am not given the chance to be with them because of this pandemic that we are facing right now. I want them to know that they are loved, they are important to me, and they're part of my life. We may be apart physically, but we are still virtually connected by heart. I am very proud of you, my dear students. You are on your 7th year when I first entered La Salette of Ramon, and now you are already graduating in senior high school. You are one of the most unforgettable students I ever had. You gave me mixed emotions of happiness and sadness, extra headaches that I wouldn't forget, joy and celebration of your success, and lessons when you failed to do something. I know that some of you cried a lot because of the sudden change in our educational setup. We didn't expect that this thing will happen, and we are all shocked. I know it's hard to continue studying without teachers by your side, with a lot of household chores in your house, and with a new environment for learning. Thank you for bringing out the best in you and making us, teachers, feel that we are part of how strong you are today. You are one of the strongest batch of students I ever handled, for you survived this pandemic by proving that you can learn by yourselves with the assistance of your dear teachers. Your hardships and sleepless nights may serve as inspiration to pursue your dreams and have a better life after schooling. Special thanks to your parents and guardians for their unending support and wishing them to continue supporting you until you reach the desires of your heart. This is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of another story. I hope you will be stronger and won't lose hope along the way. You will encounter bigger mountains of opportunity, obstacles, disappointments, failures, and others. Keep in mind that the Lord is greater than everything. All you have to do is believe in Him. Thank you for the 6 joyful years, my brilliant students. Always remember, I believe in your capability and I believe that you will be successful someday. Just hang in there and continue persevering and striving for your dreams. Congratulations and Godspeed to my grade 12 San Lorenzo Ruiz school year 2020-2021 and to their proud parents.
On behalf of La Salette of Ramon Incorporated Administration, faculty, staff, graduates, and honor students, we would like to express our deepest thanks to one and all.
To our dear parents, our guests, and to everyone for having kept us company during this significant occasion, we thank you very much.
As we formally end today's program, we wish all graduates the very best. May you make wise decisions